Dobro večer and bem-vindos e dobrodošli, bem-vindos a todos. Chamber of Commerce Slovenia Brazil, Slobraz, in cooperation with Brazilian Ministry of Tourism, would like to welcome you on today's program, Slovenia Brazil Tourism Investment Conference on development of entrepreneurs in tourism, entrepreneurship in tourism, B2B meetings in the field of private sector investment on sustainable tourism and travel services and infrastructure projects. The conference will consist of an introductory speeches on the institutional part with the participation of investors from all over the world. In the second part of the event, there will be a pitch presentation by startups, TourTech and TravelTech scale-up companies from Slovenia and Brazil, with an emphasis on the development of sustainable tourism, innovative and travel facilities, infrastructure and services. Communication between startups and investors will be enabled at the end of the event. This part will be coordinated by our co-host, Erika Dvoršak, who will do the closing part of the event. We would also like to thank the participation of the European representatives of Apex Brazil, Embassy of the Republic of Slovenia in Brasilia, Embassy of Brazil in Slovenia. This event is supported by SPIRIT Business Agency Slovenia within the Ministry of Economic Development and Technology. Mata Perošek, my organizer and the host of this conference. Again, today with Erika Dvoršak. The event will be recorded and available on Slobraz YouTube channel. And the Q&A in the end, you can send them in the chat box or by just raising your hands. And now we're going to start by inviting Your Excellency, Ambassador Gorazd Renčar, to open with the introductory speech. Please, Ambassador, the word is yours.
Najlepša hvala, draga Mateja. I would also like very much to thank you and Slobraz, the very active Slovenian Brazilian Chamber of Commerce, for initiating and organizing this conference. Let me also warmly greet meu prezado colega, Sua Excelência Embaixador Eduardo Prisco in Ljubljana, Ambassador of Brazil in Ljubljana, Mrs. Tanja Drobnic from the SPIRIT Public Agency, and of course, Mr. Senhor Guarani Martins de Moraes from the Apex Brasil in Europa. No? I'd also like to welcome all the participating companies. Muitos bem-vindos e dobrodošli. I see this conference as a testament really to the common interest that both sides have recognized in developing stronger the relations in the very important sector of tourism. This has been already recognized by two, I would say, official sides, by two governments, where some talks have been started on negotiating, hopefully concluding also the memorandum of understanding for the further cooperation in the field of tourism. And I hope these talks can restart and resume very, very soon. Now, when we discuss the tourism cooperation between Slovenia and Brazil, we usually talk about people having good times. No? Slovenians in tourism, tourists in Brazil, and Brazilian guests in Slovenia. And I think it's very important that we'll continue to promote Slovenia as a tourism destination from the embassy with the help of SPIRIT and the Slovenian Tourist Board. And we should never underestimate, I think, the people-to-people contact that tourism is so well posed to strengthen. However, tourism is also a very serious and important business in terms of Slovenia. It contributes to about 11% of the GDP of our national economy, and about the same proportion of the jobs for the employed population, around 11%. So it's not only a very strategic, not very important, but also very strategic sector in terms of development of the national economy, especially given the strong emphasis that we see lately in promoting the sustainability in tourism. I think this is one of the hallmarks of Slovenian tourism, and I think this is the future. So it will make also the whole trade, the whole sector of tourism more resilient to future shocks. So in short, I think cooperation in this particular field is not just very important for the two sides, two countries, but I think it's also very strategic. So My last word in this regard is to say that I want to thank again all the institutions and especially companies who are taking part of this important discussion, and to say that our embassy here in Brasilia is here to support it. If you have any questions, any context that you would find useful, please, our doors are very open for cooperation in tourism and in other areas as well. Thank you very much. Hvala lepa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, for your valuable insights. And I would like to give the word now to His Excellency, Sir Eduardo Prisco Paraíso Ramos, the Ambassador of Brazil in Ljubljana.
Thank you very much. I'd say good afternoon for you. We're almost good evening here. It's a pleasure, as always, to take part in one of the Slobraz events, and with the company of my dear colleague Goras Hensel, and all the institutions like SPIRIT Slovenia and Apex Brasil. They are present in this one. Tourism has suffered, between Brazil and Slovenia, has suffered a lot with the COVID-19 pandemic. Numbers have gone down very deeply, and we really expect that with the pandemic receding, that those numbers could climb up again. Say in terms of Slovenia, the number of Slovenes in Brazil has dropped by 1/4 quarter. It's too much, but from Brazil to Slovenia, it's a bit less, but still it was a dip. Say the numbers are not as good as they were, and they don't reflect the possibilities that the Slovenia presents to Brazilian tourists. One problem that I think that can explain a bit this is the lack of or not, well, there's no direct flight between Brazil and Slovenia, but there are not too many connections possible from Brazil to Slovenia. If you come from Rio or São Paulo, it's a little better, but if you come from, say, Brasilia or Belo Horizonte or Recife or whatever, then connections in Brazil will be much more harder, and it's not something very easy to do. And that's sad, because tourism is really something that make people put people in touch with each other, make people know more about each other country, and generate, let's say, a better climate of opinion that it's normal to go supporting political relations, political dialogue, which is very, very good. But anyway, the better it can be better, and it's something that we have to try to foster. Economic, commercial relations are incredible. The numbers between the trade between Brazil and Slovenia are really remarkable, and I think that we should also try to establish some kind of cooperation between tourists, people from the tourist trade on both sides. I don't know, they could design features, things, programs, tours that could foster this tourism. We have a a tourist memorandum of understanding on tourism to be signed, and also a treaty relating to travel services. There's probably, we're hoping that in April, the Foreign Minister Fayon will be able to visit Brazil, and this would be a wonderful opportunity to have those treaties signed, and that this could, let's say, inaugurate a new era for tourism between the two countries. With this, let's say, note of hope, I would like to finish my words and thank you again for the invitation to participate in another Slobraz event that I really like very much to join you guys in your events. They are very good, and I think for me at least it's very heartening to be a part of them. Thank you very much for the invitation.
It's always our pleasure, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you for your kind words, and of course for your participation and touching very important notes on the cooperation between Slovenia and Brazil. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. So we continue. Welcome to the floor, Ms. Tanja Drobnic. She's the Secretary, Internalization Promotion Department, SPIRIT Slovenia Business Development Agency. Please.
Thank you, Mateja, for the floor. I would like to greet all distinguished participants of this conference on behalf of SPIRIT Slovenia. I'm also in the role of coordinator of Slovenian business clubs abroad. So I'm really honored that I'm able to participate in such events, which are basically really good basic ground for many good opportunities. Thank you, Mr. Gorazd Torenčel, Ambassador of the Republic of Slovenia, for your introductory speech. Thank you, Mr. Eduardo Prisco Paraiso Ramos, Ambassador of Brazil in Slovenia, for your nice introductory speech. Actually, I'm very eager to see and to hear all the other participants, so I would like to just keep short and would like to share only one promo video about our agency. It is 1.5 minutes long. So actually, thank you very much for inviting me, and let's just see this video instead of my introductory speech. Oh, I hope it is going to share. Yes.
Slovenia may be small in size, but it's big in its achievements and its investment potential. As a technologically developed and creatively orientated green country, Slovenia has gained international recognition in the past years, thanks to the exceptional work of its innovative companies and the worldwide communication campaign, I Feel Slovenia Green Creative Smart. Created by SPIRIT Slovenia Business Development Agency, it has but one goal: to highlight Slovenia's main competitive advantages and help foreign companies find new business or investment opportunities. With over 25 years of experience, SPIRIT Slovenia has become the primary source and single point of contact for potential foreign investors and international companies. To promote the country's cutting-edge business environment, SPIRIT Slovenia has chosen 41 best local companies as ambassadors for Slovenia's business. And although they excel in various fields, ranging from mobility, robotics and digitization, to environmental technologies and creative industries, they are united in their sustainable efforts, smart solutions, and high-quality products. Doing business in green, creative, and smart Slovenia is fast and simple because of its reliable economy and experienced people who are always open to new ideas. Start your venture now and grow with Slovenia, a land of infinite potential for your business. Make the most of it.
Yeah, thank you for opportunity. And I would like to just say that we are really interested in starting cooperation with Brazilian agency Apex. During past 10 years, we were able to sign a memorandum of understanding, and I hope we are going to renew our cooperation on the basis of memorandum again. Thank you, Matea. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya, for your presentation. And we also hope that this memorandum of understanding will have its continuity. I'd like to give the floor now to Office Europe Apex Brasil, Guarani Martins de Moraes. Por favor, a palavra é sua.
Thank you very much. Before we begin, I will share my presentation with you, which will accompany my 3 minutes, so I hope to make it. I was training a lot the last time, so tell me when you can see it. Okay, so you can see my presentation. I would like to greet all the participants too. Probably I won't manage to greet them all, otherwise I will burn half of my time, but I will focus on greeting Ambassador Eduardo Prisco Paraíso Ramos, Ambassador Gorazd Ranchelli, Ms. Tanya Dobrinic from our sister organization SPIRIT, with whom we hope to reestablish again this cooperation, and Ms. Matea Perovsek from Slobraz. I would also like to greet all other panelists from Slovenia and Brazil, and to thank the organizers on behalf of Apex Brasil for the invitation to be here with you today. My name is Guarani de Moraes, and I represent the investment department at Apex Brasil Europe's office in Brussels. And my goal today is to briefly present ourselves to you, who we are and how we can support you at Apex Brasil. I would like to start a short presentation about our scopes of services with this graphic. Brazil is not only a leading exporter of several agricultural and manufactured goods, but is also a top global destination for foreign direct investment. Between 2010 and 2021, Brazil ranked among the top 10 economies that received the most FDI inflow in the world. The key question is, how can Apex Brasil help you to be part of this success story? Let me introduce you to Apex Brasil, which this year is celebrating its 25th anniversary. So where can you find us and who is part of our network? As shown in this picture, we are present in the main markets through our own offices and through a wide network of embassies worldwide, including our great embassy in Ljubljana, with whom we carry out a large number of projects and whose local expertise and support is crucial for our work. In Brazil itself, we have established partnerships with the most important stakeholders and offer a wide network of direct contacts to public and private institutions in Brazil and worldwide. To keep it simple, what do we do? These are the three main pillars when it comes to our portfolio of services and tools. The first two are more relevant to Brazilian companies, but still of potential interest for Slovenian companies searching for all kinds of products to be imported. We know who has the products you're looking for, or if not, we know who knows. We support Brazilian companies too in their journeys to establish themselves abroad. And the third pillar, where I work, investment attraction, is the one I will briefly summarize. Reaching the bottom line now, why should Slovenian companies and investors look more closely at Brazil, and how can Apex Brasil support you? The first question we need to answer is, why to invest in Brazil? Not only, but essentially, it's a question of scale, economically, demographically, and geographically. There's no time to go through all those numbers now, otherwise the moderation will unfriend me, but the organizers will forward you the information and in this presentation later, so you can have a closer look with enough time through all those numbers. These are the sectors which support proactively investors and companies searching for partners or for investment opportunities. So these are the main sectors: oil and gas, food and beverage, infrastructure, advanced industries, real estate, renewable energies, private equity, venture capital. Of course, we help all other investors wanting to invest in other sectors from the beginning till the end. So we are a one-stop shop for this kind of approach. And how in detail can Apex Brazil support you? We can support your company through a variety of services. I won't go through all of them because there are a lot, but you will have them in this presentation soon after this event. For the reasons mentioned before, we received the Best Investment Promotion Agency the award at the annual investment meeting in Dubai. For Latin America, I'm sure SPIRIT would have won for Europe, and we are eager to show you why we won this prize. I hope I have been able to contribute something towards getting you to think more about the question of whether Brazil might not add more to your plans for the future. Thank you for your attention. You can contact us anytime directly or through our colleagues in the Brazilian Embassy or one of the organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you for presenting us Apex Brasil, Guarani, Martins de Moraes, very useful insights. Now we continue with Débora Moraes de Cunha Gonçalves, Director of the Department of Investment Attractions in the Ministry of Tourism. Please, Débora.
Thank you, Matea. Good evening, everyone. And boa tarde para quem está no Brasil. Good evening for the ones that are in Slovenia. I would like to greet especially our ambassador, Eduardo Ramos, and also the ambassador, Goraz Hanseli, also Ms. Tanja and Mateja for the organization of this event. We are really glad to this invitation, and we are really happy to share with you our work, our investment attractions for the tourists in Brazil. Also, we are very happy to have some companies with us today that we invite, and they are partners of us here in the Ministry of Tourism. And I think that Guarani already said everything about our investments attraction, and Apex is a great partner and is the best one that you can find. So to help us invest in Brazil, we are here for the tourism sector to work together as one, and with the ambassadors, with the Apex, and also to Slobraz. We are very happy when we are looking forward for the results today. Thank you so much, Matea.
Thank you, Deborah. So now we're gonna give the word. We're gonna go back to Slovenia, and we're gonna invite the President of Business Angels of Slovenia. We're gonna enter a little bit into investors panel. So please welcome Nina Dremen.
Thank you, Matea, and thank you for hosting us here, and also hi to everyone who's currently today on this panel, Slovenia, Brasilia Tourism. Yes, we are business angels of Slovenia. What that means? It means that we are the first and the only exclusive business angel network in Slovenia. And we are 15 years old, having around 60 members per year, with a great track record per investor. But it's also really important, and why today we are also presenting a bit ourselves here is because we are also investing not just primarily in Slovenia, but also internationally. Not being in Brazil yet, but this is a great opportunity to start. Nevertheless, we invested quite some of tourist startups, and also exited them. And being said that, as business angels, we have 3 levels of different investors, which makes them active members. Some of them are just observers and some of them are new angels. Our main goal is actually to create investments and promote growth, progress, and in the end, create a positive impact, which is really important also within the tourist industry and tourism as such. But nevertheless, what is our main focus in last year and why Slovenia is so going towards this tourism and deep tech as such is that Slovenia is a land of deep tech, meaning that investors are getting more and more eager to invest in different technologies that are coming from labs, from private, from public labs, and through technology transfer commercialized on a domestic and also international market. Saying that, the new result of this is going to be new deep tech fund that is actually also part of some angel activities, and we will also invest in tourism. Hopefully, we see also each other together on some path. Maybe we meet somewhere in between, but it's a great opportunity also to know that the Brasilia is now really more actively working also on this investing, more private investment level. Thank you.
Thank you, Nina. I hope today we're going to start now giving words to our startup companies from Slovenia and Brazil, and that they will have some success on finding investors for their business plans and companies. So we're going to continue now with Slovenian startup scale-up companies. We would like to invite Boštjan Lipnik, CEO from Ribiške Karte Pontu.si. I can't see him here, so we're going to give him opportunity to present later. Boštjan, are you here? I can't see him.
Yes, I'm here, but
are you? Sorry. Okay, sorry, I see now.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm here.
sorry.
I just don't sharing the video because I'm on the road today and I'm sharing the screen from my car. And
okay,
yeah,
be careful, please.
Yeah, okay. So I will share my presentation. So just please be aware that I have less than I knew about this speech, I think about 2 hours ago, and I hope that you will be satisfied with my presentation. So do you see the screen?
Not yet. Just a few seconds and it's going to open. We still don't see it. Okay, now it's here. Go ahead. Continue,
Okay.
please.
So thank you very much for the invitation. I will represent the sophisticated software for water managers. So we are known under a few brands because we are present in 2 or 3 markets, but we have customers from all over the world. Our slogan is, it's not about the catch, it's the experience. So what we are solving problems of fishing managers because they have no control what is happening with their waters because they can't and don't have any data to collect. We're solving the problem of fishermen and the fishing tourism. What is our solution? Our solution is sophisticated software for collecting and interpretation of data. Then we created some other tools for fishermen and for fishing guards. And then we are very aware of the problem in tourism that if I come or go to a foreign country, I don't know nothing about waters, where I can sleep, where to buy a license and so on. So we are starting to creating some fishing guides and multilingual service for fishing regimes. In this hour, I take a quick look also at the Brazilian market size. And it's very interesting because revenue in sector was 1 billion annually in 2019, and it's growing. And what is the most interesting thing was for me that number of anglers went from 4 to 8 millions in period 2000 to 2010, and it's still exponentially growing. So it's a big opportunity for something like that in Brazil, by my opinion. And the third interesting thing that in 2014, there was sold about 500,000 licenses. But we have to be aware that this number is without considering the 6 million amateur fishermen with irregular status. So this is a big problem, I think, in Brazil. So with this software, we succeed in Slovenia also to implement with collecting the data for government and for fishery institute. So everybody is having a huge overview of the data and what is happening with the waters and with the fish in the water. Yeah, so it's really hard to explain in short, but. So about the competition in Brazil, there is, I couldn't find any direct web sales, but there are also, you can buy a license in these physical sale points at fishing stores. And I found something about IBAMA, but sorry, but the web page is awful. I couldn't find anything about the fishing licenses or even how to get them. So business model in our case is we have a few of them. One is commission from sales, and then another one is monthly and annual fees. It depends what the water manager wants to use. And on the second phase, we can use targeted advertising. And on the end phase, we can create our own web store for fishing tackle, which is the most profitable model. So our team consists of 4 members, and we have everybody was having more than 10 to 15 years of experience in our field. So just to be a little more practically, these are 2 graphs about our business. On the left, you can see our financial graph and growth in the past years. So you can see that there is exponential growth every year. On the right, you can see then growth of our users. These are active users. And the second year, we will go over the 30,000 of them. So I hope that you gather some basic information from my pitch. If anybody wants to know something more or so on, just please edit me at LinkedIn or contact me over the email. I will be very glad to explain more detailed about our software. So this is from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Boštjan, on your presentation, and of course, many success on your project. We're going to leave later. We're going to do all the presentation together, and then we're going to leave some Q&A for investors to make. So we would like to continue now with the second company from Slovenia, Mr. Izak Suljanovic, CEO from Visit Vibe. Please, the floor is yours.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Continue, please.
Okay, hello. My name is Izak Suljanovic, and firstly, I want to say thank you for the invite for this event. I'm presenting today my project, Visit Vibe. This is an application that will make you feel a local anywhere. Firstly, I want you to imagine when you go to a holiday, what do you do first? Normally, you check the airlines, you book a flight, and then you start to select your tips for eating, for tourist guides, and everything. You try to plan your trip. But normally, there's only 3 main sources when you go online. So it's normally Google, Yelp, or TripAdvisor. We always look at the reviews of the restaurants and the places we want to visit. But what if I told you that all the reviews that you saw in your lifetime, almost all, are fake, or at least not reliable, because you don't need to be a customer when you post a review. So this is why we want to solve that on the market. Right now, we don't see any solution on the market that gives you realistic insight of the offer wherever you go. So we want to change that. tourists are more and more frequently targets of scams because they are easy targets. Also for the companies, the marketing is really expensive. So we want to make them cut their marketing investment and try them to focus on the quality, because we think that quality equals success. So our solution, we provide algorithm that offers local insight of the cities and quality offer that is up to date. Right now, if you go on TripAdvisor, you can go in Malaysia, for example, and you can post a review on any restaurant and you don't need to be a customer. So we will change that. We want only customers to post the reviews. Also for the locals, we want them to represent their city in the real light, because you don't feel the city if you don't look from the locals' eyes. Also, we will offer fair prices for everybody if they use our application. Our key added value. So we want to improve the average customer experience, because only a happy customer will come back to the destination. And this is the most important. So as I said, we follow a simple formula: quality equals success. And also for the businesses, we offer to them that they only pay for the marketing based on performance. This is the biggest plus for the businesses. Our business model is we take percentage of each transaction going from our application, and we also offer for the businesses to hire verified experts to boost their sales. Also, promotion of events is one of our goals in the future. The market cap right now, as we know, the numbers are right now on the slide from 2019, since this was before the COVID madness that we all know what did to the travel market. Also, as I said, the revenue of TripAdvisor is in billions. So this is based on non-reliable reviews. If we change to the reliable reviews, I think this revenue can exponentially grow, because if the customer gets real information, this is the most important thing. Why are we better? As I said, we believe that quality equals success. So we want to minimize the scams for tourists and locals to zero. So our motto is be a local anywhere and quality equals success. Thank you for listening.
Isaac, thank you on your presentation. Unfortunately, we couldn't go to all the slides. We were only seeing the first slide. I didn't want to interrupt you, but yeah, you can send us this presentation and I will forward to other guests participating today. But yeah, we got all the information we needed. So, but unfortunately, we couldn't see the slides. We were was stuck on the first one. That's why these things has to be priority to always check them before the event if this works. But yeah, thank you very much on your presentation. We had 2 more companies from Slovenia today. They would like to present, but unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Can I just very quickly say
yes,
something?
Alexander. Okay. So we have
ok, oi boa tarde todo mundo. Meu nome é Alexandre, and I used to work for a long time in Brazil, and I'm also part of the Slovenian Business Angels, and I'm also raising a deep tech fund in Slovenia and in Croatia, hopefully with some LPs also from Brazil. So we are very, very happy to see tourist tech, or however you call it, between the 2 countries. I used to live in Brazil and I'm a huge fan. So I hope that this will work out and that we can also build a bridge. And thank you for also showing us all these exciting opportunities. So if you have any questions, please give me a call or write to me. But if I can get more involved in between these things, and Nina knows it because I work with Nina, then I would be more than happy to do that. Thank you very much, Mattia.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alexandre Massar, CEO from Blend Ventures, investor presenting here. So we're gonna continue now. So 2 companies, unfortunately, they canceled last minute. So we're gonna continue now with Brazilian startup companies. We're gonna invite Renata Franco, CEO from Penguin. Please, the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Renata Franco. I'm sorry, I am in a noisy place because I'll give a speech in Rio Innovation Week in a few minutes, and I couldn't be in a quiet place.
Renata, unfortunately, yeah, let's try because it's really echo. So it's apparently someone is next to you that is also participating on this event. And it's better if this person who is next to you just switch off the microphone. It's going to be better.
Is it better now?
Now it's better. Yeah, please.
Okay, was myself. I'm sorry.
I
had
okay.
two devices.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you for the thank you for the interesting Brazilian travel tax. It's very important to us now. I'm Renata Franco. I'm CEO and founder of Penguin App. I work for more than 25 years in the travel industry, and I am specialized in center of travel and big events. And during my journey, I realized that many people didn't travel because of lack of companions. So I created Penguin, which is a travel social network focused on creating unique travel experiences. And we are here to make your dream trip come true together. Traveling became people's greatest desire after the pandemic. But did you know that 17% of Latin American women are afraid of traveling alone? And 60% of them don't even think about traveling because of this. So this is Penguin. And we exist to provide travel experiences to everyone, including those who don't allow themselves to get to know the world because they don't have any travel companion. Just like Bianca and Samara, that they wanted to go to Rio, but they didn't have any companion. So they found each other through Penguin App. And they had their dream trip together. And not only them, we have more than 90,000 users, and we have many stories that you can check in our feed. So Penguin emerged as an app that connects travelers, but soon we realized that we could sell many products in our application. And it's very easy to use. You create your profile, indicate your interests, and through our artificial intelligence, we make the matches between the travelers, and you can find offers and destinations selected especially for you. Also, you can interact with the community privately or publicly through our feed. We make money through transaction fee on travel products for B2C and advertising and marketplace for travel services and products on B2B. We are building now our freemium subscription and our corporate travel community with subscription. And we also can lower industry CAC with our assertive data. Why Penguin? We strongly believe in the network effect. We believe if you have an active community, you have better matches, more users, more data, more partners, more offers, and a personalized experience. Penguin was born in 2019, and we raised our first round last year, 1 million reais, and we've been participating in many accelerations programs in Brazil and Portugal. Now we're participating in acceleration of Bondinho, which is Sugarloaf, one of the masterpieces of Brazil, and it's been a very interesting experience. Last month, we were chosen from Focusrite in United States as the first and best travel tech in Latin America. And last week, we were representing the Brazilian travel techs in Lisbon at Web Summit. Even with the pandemic, we grew 10 times. and our engaging rates grow 500%. We are planning to have 1.4 million users in 2024 all over the world. And these are some companies that are selling through Pinguim already. And there's a buzz about us in the media here in Brazil. And this is the team who is making this happen. We are a complementary team with, we have specialists in tourism, marketing, and technology. And we also have a great board with some important people here in Brazil. We are a startup from woman to woman, but not just that. We are Sacramento, and we are taking care of the penguins through our tree animal and the forests. Our growth plan for the next year is to increase our investing in acquisition, and we really want to go global. And also we are building our fintech for the B2B and followed by the B2C. We want to make our ESG clear, and we want to increase our base so we can increase our network effect. We are also increasing our monetization through B2B subscription ads and data, and we're investing a lot in artificial intelligence. So let's travel together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Renata. This amazing presentation. I'm going to give the floor now to Tomás Arias, CEO do Local Audio Guide. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Matea. I'll share the screen here. Just let me know if it's working.
So just click on slide. Yeah.
Is it in presentation mode?
No.
Not yet?
Yeah. I would love to help you with that. I don't know how. If someone has any experience here, how to help our presenter to make his presentation.
Let me try again.
Yeah.
Stop the share, try it again. Oh, I think I know what to do. Wait a second. Is it working out?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, great. Well, just a tip of advice, if you put in presentation mode before sharing, I think you can choose it, so if it works out. Well, thank you, everybody. My name is Tomás. I am CEO of Local Audio Guide, the virtual guide in your smartphone. So our target audience is the connected traveler, the traveler that enjoys cultural and historical activities, and also values autonomy and freedom when he's traveling. There are many tasks for this traveler when he goes on his trips, like where to go and what to visit, and also who will tell the stories when he goes to his traveling. There are many solutions for where to go and what to visit, but not as many for who will tell the stories, and here's our focus. The problem we want to solve is that the connected traveler, who rather explore the city on his own, do not have a digital and accessible option to get to know the city. The solution we offer is an audio tour mobile app that allows tourists to get to know the city using only a smartphone and an earphone. So our product has two modules. The first module is an outdoor module where the traveler will pick a tour from a list. He will see the description, see the price of the tour, the itinerary, pay for the tour, and then he will go to a map with the geolocated markers. And each geolocated marker is a point of attraction. When he clicks on it, he will see the pictures, videos, and especially the audios telling him the stories of the places he are. Another module we have is an indoor module. So in this module of the app, for instance, if you go to a museum, the visitor can unblock the museum content with a QR code. And inside the museum, each piece in exhibition will have a QR code for him to scan the QR code and get to know with the audio, pictures, and videos for that piece in exhibition. Our business model, so we started our business model with a B2B2C approach, where the tourist guide creates the tour and sell within the platform, something like a marketplace. and here we receive a commission. We do have revenue stream from this model, but we are seeing more opportunities. We're finding more opportunities in the B2B approach and also B2G. So in the B2B, the tourist attraction like the museums and hotels, they hire Glocal solution and offer the audio for the visitors or for the guests. Here, Glocal charges a setup fee and also a monthly fee to provide the services. B2G is similar, but they have different laws, how to sell to government, but the idea is very similar for the B2B. Our partnerships in the B2B2C model is especially the Free Walking Tour. We are the exclusive audio tour platform from Free Walking Tour here in Brazil, in São Paulo and in Ilhabela for now. We also have a partnerships with Max Milhas, that is an air ticket website. So every time you buy a ticket for São Paulo, you have an offer for an exclusive promotional coupon for our product. And we also have other partnerships on local partnerships for content creation in other cities here in Brazil. Our main B2B deal was with Hotel Bossa Nova Ipanema that offers an exclusive tour for its guests on our app. And we are also the exclusive audio guide for Rio Innovation Week in the last event, where Renata is right now, by the way, but in the last event, we were the exclusive audio guide for Rio Innovation Week. Our differentials is that the differentials that we can develop to deliver more value to our customers are especially augmented reality and data analytics. They're not developed yet, but we can see the necessity and the needs coming from our clients, and we do have a path to develop it pretty soon. But also gamification and accessibility will also have a plan in the roadmap to develop probably in the next year. So Amanda and I, we are the co-founders and the co-CEO of Glocal. Matheus Pérez and Matheus Jerônimo, they are also partners of the company. Pérez is our CTO, Jerônimo is our designer. We also have advisors. In the commercial area, Aline is helping us with the B2B strategy, and Claudia with her tourism on the sector knowledge that she has. We were accelerated by Founder Institute in 2019. We also participated on Google Startup Jam program. We were accelerated by Waira and Organica in the Smart Challenge. Caminho dos Jesuitas is a very important touristic attraction here in South America, and participating on the Wakalu Innovation Hub. Last but not least, we were also among the 10 most innovative startups on the TourTech challenge here in Brazil. I see it's a digital product, so I see a lot of opportunities for us to expand abroad. We're still working here in Brazil. I would be very glad to know from you guys from Slovenia the opportunities that we have to expand to the different countries and to Slovenia. So any questions you might ask, I'll be very glad to answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Of course, we're going to share all the context, but if you people want to interact, if you want to make any questions, we don't need to wait till the end of the event, but if anyone, please feel to make any questions. I think, okay. If not, we're going to continue with the next presenter from TEM Wi-Fi Tour. Ledos Joner, please. The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone.
For not pronouncing your name correctly.
No problem. My name is Yedo. I'm here in the south of Brazil, near to Uruguay and Argentina. Where we are near to the capital of Uruguay, then the capital of Brazil.
Will you present presentation or?
Yes, just a minute. Ooh,
okay.
We're here. Share. That's okay? That's okay? Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
We create an Wi-Fi antenna with the edge computing technology. And inside of this antenna, with this antenna, you can put all tourist information. We have a mantra. You do not need internet to provide Wi-Fi tourist information. In the last year, we are one of the winners of the Smart Challenge with Glocal. Glocal works with Vira and us in the acceleration program last year. Poor me as a tourist. That's me at Republika Czech, near to the Slovenia, trying to use Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi with my cell phone. Our mantra: you do not need internet to provide Wi-Fi tourists. You can put inside our antenna all content in several languages. Works that way. You put some data in the tourist antenna, and this multiplication of the data, because the tourist going to connect the antenna and get this information in your language and travel to the city, travel to the state, travel to the country. Think about Ljubljana. You can create a Wi-Fi tourist network using also local content. In one point, you say, oh, go to the next point, and then you're going to connect in Wi-Fi free and have more information in your language. Wi-Fi is the name of our appliance. It's we bought the hardware in the market, and we create only the software, the layers of software. TEM Wi-Fi is a new concept. One small device with one cable and no buttons, with local storage of web content and a web server. Is a solution for cities and tourist sites, providing local Wi-Fi content in several languages. Create software in reais and sell in euros is a very good business. My personal account in Instagram is EuroReal, the name of the two currencies. We have social network integration. If the appliance is connected to the internet, we can use the social networks logins to provide internet access also. That's the layers. Software and hardware layers of our appliance. We create the orange layers, the software layers. The light blue we bought in the local market. The hardware parts we bought in the local market. Our appliance is for three great markets: tourism, telecommunication, obvious, and advertising. We work and have some cases in that areas. We also in the 100 website using our appliance technology to provide educational content for schools who don't have a great internet connection. We are looking for investors and partners. That's my contacts. Thank you. Merci. Dankeschön. Gracias. Grazie. Muito obrigado. Domo arigato.
You in Hala.
I don't know how to say Hala.
Hvala. Thank you, Edo, on your presentation. Let's continue with the CEO of the iFriend, Leonardo Brito.
Hello, everyone. My co-founder, Alice, who will make the presentation, okay? Alice?
Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. I'll start to share my screen with you. Let me know once you can see my screen and we can start.
So you have to go down on your right to do on a slide.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So thank you, everyone. I'll start sharing with you our main ideas on iFriend today. So what is the iFriend? Our purpose is to connect people and cultures, promoting unique and unforgettable moments of travel, and inserting hundreds of professionals around the world into the job market. Where are we? iFriend is a marketplace platform that makes it possible to find tourists and guides in more than 130 countries, 2,600 cities, and we have already more than 5,000 guides subscribed. What's the pain that we solve? Number one, insecurity felt in big cities and exotic destinations, like largely here in Latin America. Lack of a friend to travel with. Difficulty with a foreign language. Just for a curiosity, around 1% only of Brazilians speak English, for instance. So that's definitely a big barrier. Time optimization to design an itinerary, and for those who want to escape tourist traps. So our products, from one single lead, we can deliver multiple services. So the iFriend can deliver guiding. He can also deliver a local experience, a virtual tour, and the iFriend planner. And here are some of our rough numbers until now. Our business models, so likewise other marketplace models, we get commissions per sale ranging from 15% to 40% according to the channel and products. We started mainly with B2C, and then we started migrating to B2B2C, which is our future goal for now. So market overview. I don't have to talk much about tourists because we are all from the industry and we know the relevance that we have. So I'm just going to point out the GDP participation to highlight how important tourism is for main economies. So Brazil, we are around 8% of the GDP dependent. And why does it matter? The next big thing. So iFriend, it's about tours and activities. So we are the red part of the pizza. Tours and activities sector is the third sector of tourism industry, plus the sector that grows the most. We're talking about 9% per year. Generates $250 billion per year. Represents 10% of travelers' budget spent on activities. So of all the budget, 10% goes to tours and activities of an average travel. It is a sector in the process of being digitalized. So how we can see here, airlines has already mainly been digitalized, hotels on the blue spot here, 33%. And now we believe that tours and activities, it's on the way to become the next big thing for a huge space to grow. Social impact. We all know here from our industry how relevant that is for working generation. So 1 out of 10 people employed by the industry worldwide. That made us compromise with United Nations goal to 2030. So we are working on the goal number 8, related to work generation, and goal number 16, promoting peace through interculturality and diversity, because that's what iFriend promotes into a traveler's experiences, connection and interculturality. About the opportunity, here is a very clear picture of main players around the world that has already grown and raised big investment funds and are doing great in terms of growth. So we have Get Your Guide in Europe, around you guys. And we strongly believe we will be the next big player in Latin America because this is our region. This is where we are. This is what we believe and what we know very best. Latin American market is valued in 25 billion. Here are some of our reviews. Since we started in 2018, we have already served travelers in 73 countries, maintaining an average rating of 4.9 with 96% of 5-star reviews. Here are some of our local and international partnerships and acknowledgements. Talking briefly about sales, we are growing constantly around each year. And we recently partnered with MasterCard Concierge and Claro, which is the biggest telecom in Latin America. And we recently became part of BeFly, which is Latin America's biggest tourism ecosystem. So we are one of the invested startups from this huge ecosystem. Our vision for the future: prepare the platform to connect multiple partnerships and complementary segments, and obviously become the next big thing in Latin America. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice, and Leonardo.
Thank you.
On this presentation, and good luck and congratulations on all the awards. Caio Farias. Farias. Thank you. Caio Farias, International Relation Manager, Smart Tour. Please, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Are you able to see the presentation all right?
Yes, go on.
Okay, so it's a pleasure to be presenting to such an illustrious group, and to make sure that we can keep things under the time restraints that we have, I'll already start with our pitch. My name is Caio Carvalho Farias, and we are going to talk a bit about Smart Tour. So, starting off with our biggest question: how do you, as a tourism manager, make decisions that involve tourism in your city? In Brazil, for example, less than 8% of Brazilian municipalities use data for decision-making. And this is due to some main problems that we have. There's a lack of technology in the market that can aid this public management. There's also a difficulty for hiring tools and a high cost to get these qualified informations. And we as Smart Tour, we decided to bring a solution to this. Through the Internet of Things, we designed beacons that are indoor devices in each tourist location, and they can bring high quality specified information, both for the tourists and for the tourism management. This can bring definite results, such as a better tourist destination, also bringing real-time profiling of the tourists for the tourism management team. Up to 90% time saved for the surveys on the tourists, and quality information for these database policies. Now, our main game changer on this, we do not need any sort of app to bring all this quality information, both for the tourists and for the tourism management. We can do this communication solely by geolocation and a QR code system on the location. And how can we back up our claims right now is that we have over 850 monitored tourist attractions. Over 10 million visitors were impacted by our product, and 125 municipalities were integrated on our team. And this is all through our business model, a platform use license mainly for B2G, but is not exclusive. We are open to any sort of changes. And for the market, we all know that the market is with a global reach for our team. And our focus right now has been on Latin America, and we are now focusing on Europe as well. How can we do this with our team? And our team has over 15 years of experience each on their respective fields of work. As for our future, as well as our income or projections, our income, even with the pandemic, we have already broke even by 2018. And right now, we are in a traction and scaling moment. And for our projections as well, we have a revenue projection for the next 4 years to reach up to $20 million by 2026. To back this all up, we have been finalists on 4 UN WTO-backed challenges, and as well as being a member on all major hubs and acceleration processes. So having all this said, I can think that is really clear that innovation is what moves us, and making sure that we can bring a good quality information both for the tourist and the tourist management team. If you have any contact necessities, we are open to any sort of inquiries, and please feel free to make any questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Caio. We're gonna end this meeting with Rebecca Leite, CEO from MOPS2, please.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here with such a great group and from various fields. So congratulations to all of the companies that have presented. I'm just going to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So we started out at MOPS2 a little differently. We came from the mobility sector. We started out in 2018, seeing a huge problem, not only in Brazil, but everywhere, that the costs of public transportation and transportation in general were only going up while revenues were not. So we had to find a solution for that using technology. So we started developing technologies at MOPS2 using artificial intelligence and data analytics to increase the operational efficiency and bring more profitability to companies and increase operational efficiency as well. Using the data collected from all of the vehicles, we created a driver behavior pattern, and we created an educational tool. Here it's called MOPS2 School, and it teaches drivers how to drive better according to their own problems. So if I have a problem with acceleration, it's only going to train me and give me more practice in acceleration, with acceleration videos and practicing that on our apps. So we created a software as a service company that increases in basically around 30% the fuel usage, for instance, and decreases its costs because it does. With this, we started having more demand in our company, and we created FMS, which is a fleet management system tool, and this provides intelligence on the obligations of the fleets. So first we were looking at performance and how to decrease costs in fleet operations. And then we started looking at the fleet's obligations. If I was leaving point A and going to point B on the right time, if I was forming a convoy, if I was delayed in departure. So I was giving all real-time information for fleets. Our main market was public transportation. So we have information regarding mobility of the cities in real time. With that, I was very surprised that we started having the demand from the cities that we work in to create an app for the public in public transportation. So for the people who use public transportation. In Brazil, more than half of the travelers use buses to travel. So here in Brazil, each bus takes around 1,000 people per day per bus. So lots of people are there. And it's a very targeted population with very low amount of services and products that are offered to them with high quality that will improve their time and make their trips more efficient. So we created Tidô. Tidô is our B2C app. We started with B2B and we went to B2C. Can you see my screen? Can you see it changing?
Yes, we see it's changing.
So Tidô is our B2C app. It was created to give public transportation users access to real-time information about public transportation, but we went further than that. We had such an amount of people that were positively affected with the use of this information that we said, why don't we give more to them? And Tido is exactly in Portuguese, to give. It means to give. So, so that's what we wanted. We want to give more to this population, and this is completely scalable because we can integrate with public transportation data anywhere, basically. So we have the information. Tido is a geo-referenced app, so I know where the users are because I have to tell them which buses are around me, how to get from the point A, the point where I am, to where I'm going. So we wanted to make the travel experience better and more useful, with the time being more useful for them. So we wanted to give them things like microcredit, microinsurance, education. That is something that we already did on our B2B platform. And especially, we wanted to create a social network inside Tido that would foster entrepreneurship between peer-to-peer. So we're going to let other users see who was around me and what products or services they have to offer, and begin a network of collaboration and of services and products being offered that were non-existent before. This will bring an increase in revenues for families and for private people. Like, for instance, if I work in an office from 9 to 5 and I sell chocolates at home, then I can also sell my chocolates in the Tido app, and that will bring more revenues and an increase in income for my family. This all being said, we created Tido Turismo, tourism for Tido, which can georeference all of the tourist attractions in the cities. And wherever I am passing through, I'm going to receive a pop-up in my app saying, where am I passing through? What is a tourist attraction? What is all georeferenced, all mapped out. Information about all of these tourist attractions and content that are sold there. And we are also fostering the entrepreneurship in tourism, because we can have all of the sales, the tourism sales and shops and touristic shops and museums, etc., all mapped out in the app. And whoever is passing through these places is going to be able to see what is being offered everywhere. So this is a very scalable app, because we can take it anywhere. This is all, the content is all brought by the users. So all of the sales informations are there. We receive a service fee on top of all the transactions that happen inside the app. So we're seeing a very big potential in this app. This parts, the touristic attractions and content, they are pre-operational. So we're thinking of taking this very big in Brazil. We have partnerships with big tourism companies like Airways and Sebrae and other tourism fostering operations. So we expect this to be a big opportunity. Thank you very much for your time. Our team is always available, and we're available to answer any questions you might have. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Very, very interesting, inspiring presentations today. And I'm also very happy that we finished exactly 2 minutes before. So I'm gonna just give the floor now to my friend and co-host, Erika Dvorak, to take over from here and just to finish and do the closing part, please, Erika.
Hello, everyone. I think we have some time set aside for Q&A, do we? Or do we not?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, so I would like to open up for you guys to for any of the investors, if you have questions to the startup companies. Anyone? No one's gonna raise their hand. We have, Yedo. I don't hear you.
I hear I see the presentation of Rebecca, and I think we have muita afinidade. Rebecca, me liga, Rebecca.
We're doing Connection Brazil.
No questions from the Slovenian end. No question. You're all very quiet, huh? You're all just learning. All right, then I think we have come to the end of our conference. And in the name of Slobraz, Matea, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for your participation. Congratulations on your endeavors. It's really awesome to see. I had no clue. Like you guys have some very awesome stuff going on. I'm definitely gonna check out Pinguim. Never heard of it, and like, yeah, congratulations. I hope you can do business. Stay in touch, everyone. It was a pleasure and an honor to host such an awesome group. I hope to see you all on our next conferences. And I think the Matea, where can people find the presentation? People.
Yeah, they will send, everybody sending presentations on email, and we sent all the context and presentation to all the participants today in this meeting.
So that's about it, I guess.
Yes.
And
okay, Erika, thank you very much. So I really want to say thank you to everyone that make this meeting happen. And special thanks to Ministry of Tourism, to all the team that helped me to call and invite all the companies, all the startup tech, tourist tech and travel tech companies. Unfortunately, we had very low participation from Slovenian part. Unfortunately, something came up with two companies that they had to cancel on the last minute. This is not actually very common for Slovenians, but yeah. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna open now, very informal. If you want to chat, if you want to discuss some things, that's all. We're gonna be recorded. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna publish everywhere in every possible media, so that people can see all the products that you're offering, and that it's going to be touched also to investors and everyone involving an important, having important role for your investments. Yes, please. Someone made a comment. Now it's informal. Now it's all free, so we can chat, we can discuss, or even we can say goodbye. The event, it's almost 1.5 hours of the event, so very successful. So please, if anyone has any comments, please do now.
Well, I will start since everyone is listening. I could see, like by Googling, that you have had regularly this kind of events the years before, and we would be very happy to participate in the next ones together with our embassy in Ljubljana. And I think if we are integrated a little bit sooner in the planning, I'm sure we can give some more inputs. I guess that the subject of the conference changed every year. So this year it was tourism. So I'm curious what it will be next year. You can count with us and with our colleagues in Ljubljana too.
Did you finish or the microphone went?
No,
Because-
I finished.
okay. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye, and I'll make sure that everybody receives the presentations, and we have important connections, which are Apex and SPIRIT as well. So hope we relaunch again the connection, and that we start doing this and using in a positive way, and that's it. So thank you all the ambassador from Slovenia.
Thank you.
Ambassador from Brazil for participating, taking time, and to paying attention to all this impressive presentation today. Really good projects. Well done, and congratulations all. And good luck, of course, on finding investors. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Everybody, bye-bye. Hvala lepa, bye-bye.